Good Friday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversations Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. We made it to the end of another week, and boy, what a great week it has been for us here at Conversations Daily News. Hope you guys have had a great one as well. Of course, you have your news headlines coming up on this Friday. Have a message from my book, Words That Choose to Live By. And in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you're part of my conversation with award-winning master event planner, entrepreneur, author, and my friend Melissa Banks. You don't want to miss that. Enjoy our broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Friday headlines. In Mississippi news, former Mississippi State Hospital employee has been arrested, says WLBT Channel 3. Roger Lofton, who worked as a support care professional at the state's hospital, is accused of falsifying his timesheets. He faces up to 5 years in prison and $10,000 in fines if convicted. The district attorney's office will prosecute the case. No surety bond covers Lofton's employment at the Mississippi State Hospital. Surety bonds are similar to insurance designed to protect taxpayers from corruption. Lofton will remain liable for the full amount of the demand in addition to criminal proceedings. In national news, Donald Trump defies judge, gives courtroom speech on 10th final day of New York civil fraud trial. Barred from giving a formal closing argument, Donald Trump still sees an opportunity to speak in court at the conclusion of his New York civil fraud trial on Thursday, unleashing a barrage of attacks in a 6-minute diatribe before being cut off by the judge. Trump spoke as the judge was trying to find out if the former president would follow rules requiring him to keep his remarks focused on matters related to the trial. Asked whether he would comply with the guidelines, Trump defied the judge and simply launched into his speech. "We have a situation where I am an innocent man," Trump protested. "I'm being persecuted by someone running for office, and I think you have to go outside the bounds." The judge, who earlier denied Trump's extraordinary request to give his own closing argument, let him continue almost uninterrupted for what amounted to a brief personal summation, then cut him off at a scheduled lunch break. Trump's in-court remark ensured a tumultuous final day for a trial over allegations that he habitually exaggerated his wealth on financial statements he provided to banks, insurance companies, and others. Adding to the day's tension, the exchange took place hours after authorities responded to a bomb threat at the judge's house in New York City suburbs. The scare didn't delay the start of court proceedings, says the Associated Press. After two of Trump's lawyers had delivered traditional closing statements on Thursday, one of them asked the judge again whether Trump could speak. The judge asked whether Trump would abide by the guidelines. That's when he launched into his remarks. In more national news, illegal tunnel under New York City synagogue destabilized nearby buildings, officials say. The illegal tunnel discovered under historic Brooklyn synagogue compromised the stability of several structures surrounding the religious complex, prompting an order to vacate as well as citations against its owner, city officials said. Inspectors with New York City's Building Safety Agency uncovered a tunnel that was 60 feet long and 80 feet wide beneath the headquarters in Crown Heights. It's connected 4 buildings owned by the Hasidic group through openings cut into basement walls. The excavation work was done without the approval of the Department of Buildings, agency spokesperson said in an email to the Associated Press. He said the tunnel was empty except for dirt, tools, and debris. The findings came after a 2-day investigation into the structural stability of the complex, an internationally revered Hasidic Jewish center that became the site of a brawl Monday between police and worshippers seeking to defend the tunnel. The chaotic standoff brought public attention to a long-simmering split within the community related to the dynasty's longtime leader, who died in 1994. In international news, Blinken sees a path to Gaza peace, reconstruction, and regional security after his Mideast tour. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken wrapped up his latest urgent Mideast tour on Thursday and talked with the Egyptian president as American officials claim modest success in getting wide regional support for planning for reconstruction and governance in Gaza after Israel's war with Hamas ends. But progress is uncertain because Israel's far-right government, led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is not on board with several key points, and it remains unclear if it can be convinced to accept them. Still, Blinken secured buy-in from previously reluctant Arab and Muslim nations to begin post-war planning for Gaza in discussions with the leaders of Turkey, Jordan, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and the Palestinian Authority over the week-long mission. And finally, in entertainment news, Lisa Marie Presley's memoir will be released in October of this year. A memoir by Lisa Marie Presley had been worked on at the time of her death will be published this fall, says the Associated Press. The book, currently untitled, was completed with the help of actor Riley Keough, the eldest of Presley's 4 children. Few people had the opportunity to know who my mom really was, other than being Elvis's daughter, Keough said in a statement released Thursday by publisher Random House. I was lucky to have had the opportunity, and working on preparing her autobiography for publication has been a privilege, albeit a bittersweet one. I'm so excited to share my mom now at her most vulnerable and most honest, and in doing so, I do hope readers come to love my mom as I do. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's on time for a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Friday, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Words I Choose to Live By with Cyrus Webb. There is nothing like waking up and knowing that you are not an accident. You were created with real value and purpose ordained before you were born. Instead of spending the day feeling sorry for yourself, realize that the life you are living is a living testament of what is possible. Look deep inside yourself and recognize how valuable you are. Have an amazing Friday. We have part of my conversation coming up with Melissa Banks in today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Entertainment Spotlight. Master event planner, entrepreneur, author, and my friend, Melissa Banks, rejoined me on Conversations Live, the radio show. After a lot of laughs, we had a great conversation about her journey and what's coming. Here's a bit of that chat. Melissa, welcome back to the broadcast.
Cyrus Webb, it's awesome to be here today. I'm excited as always.
It is always excited, to speak with you as well, Melissa. And I like I told you, I try to be nice every day. I know everyone can't do that, but all jokes aside, though, Melissa, excited to have you back on with us. I know a lot of great things are happening for you this year. You have a lot of new things you're putting on your plate. But I want to talk about, first of all, your overall attitude about here we are now, starting a brand new year. How do you feel about yourself and your brand going into this year?
I am super excited. I am over the moon. When you're starting something that's totally brand new, and we're doing some things that we've never done. It's going to be a really exciting year. Our business is transforming, doing some transitioning. So there's that fear component, because anytime you do something new, you kind of have that fear component. But it's more excitement and walking and moving while in that fear. So I'm super excited about 2024. It's going to be an amazing, amazing year for our brand and for me myself. So I'm just really excited about it.
How does that feel to be able to share what you're going through and what you're doing, but also to pour into others to encourage them on their own journey?
It feels really amazing, Cyrus. I have to be honest. The core of every single thing that I do, every single new product or service that my brand introduces, the gut, the purpose is to inspire others to be more, to want more, and to work hard to create the life that they want, which has always been what's been inside of me. I've just been watching God bring that out over the last 3 or 4 years. Cyrus
Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning into this edition of Conversations Daily News. But we got to on Mondays, more news, message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and of course, Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.